Mike, what's your thoughts on the game, how it all played out tonight?
It's a very leading question. Yeah, it was frustrating to not be able to make a shot. Their defense was good, and I think we didn't really ever figure it out offensively. Got going in patches through some individual play from guys like Ben especially. But, yeah, frustrating from that point of view. But defensively, which is where we've really have a long ways to go. I think that we've shown that over the preseason. We made some strides tonight, and I was happy with that and the intent of the guys to defend after that first quarter.
Is there much you can put down to just it being first game and United being quite good defensively, or is the offense a bit of a concern, the shooting a bit of a concern right now?
I think it's a concern because it's our first real game and we didn't score very well, but it hasn't been a concern through the preseason, and so overall I would say no, it's not a concern. If that happens 5 games in a row, then I'd be concerned. You know, we played Melbourne in a preseason game and didn't really struggle to score. Their defense was good tonight, and we didn't attack it well in spots, and we missed some open shots, I thought. So no, not overly concerned right now, but definitely something to study and get better at.
And you take some happiness from seeing what a young fella here showed you in his first game?
Yeah, it was great to see Ben make some big plays, and we needed him, you know. We kind of talked about an expectation from players, and it's not really different from what Ben showed. I mean, I've seen him do it in the past, and he's done it in the preseason. He's been really good, especially in training, and he brings that every day. So wasn't a surprise, but it was good to see some individual performances like that.
Turnovers really seemed to cost you guys when the game was up for grabs as well in the first half. Is that sort of how you saw it as well?
Well, I was really more focused on the defense early. Thought we gave up some open looks on some kind of controllables, some missed defensive assignments that they capitalized on and got them rolling offensively early. And even though we were scoring, we were still losing. But yeah, we seem to, I haven't looked at the numbers, but our loose balls, they got more loose balls. We turned the ball over some. We missed some shots that I think were makeable shots. So a lot of that stuff went into it, I think.
Ben, you sort of found your own out there, but what did you see out there offensively that maybe you guys weren't able to click as well as you had throughout some spurts in the preseason?
I think it's just early in the season. We had different lineups out there. Some guys haven't played heaps of minutes together. So I think right now it's just filling each other out and making sure we're getting reps. But I mean, these things happen. And like Mike touched on, I think it's the small things like loose balls and energy we can bring that they're the things we need to control and fix.
Mike, do you have any idea how long Gary's expected to be out for?
No. I mean, I'm hopeful that he'll be ready to go on Sunday. That would be great. But I'd say he's day-to-day. Haven't heard any report today after his workout, but yeah, hopeful for Sunday.
You guys had 17 three-point attempts in this game. That's very, very low. Is that an indication of the way you guys are going to play, or is it just what happened today and it might be an anomaly?
Yeah, I think it's more of an anomaly. And we didn't really, we were struggling to find our mojo on the offensive end. And we were, it was a key point for us to get 2 feet in the paint. And I actually think Melbourne did a pretty good job of kind of collapsing without giving up wide open threes. That was probably one thing they did really well, specifically on defense. And so we didn't gain real advantage all the time by getting into the paint and being able to finish. We were hopeful to collapse their defense, kick it out, and have wide open threes. And it didn't happen consistently.
You mentioned your scoring struggles, but was it especially disappointing to go 64% from free throw lines? That probably the stat probably is most disappointing aspect.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a lucky dip on offense. What was most disappointing? 64% is not as high as we want to be, but I think getting there 28 times. It's pretty good. Yeah, I would love to shoot better from the foul line. I mean, I think as bad as we were in some issues, in some areas, if you make your free throws, you're right in that game. So that's one of those. You pointed out turnovers before. Anything else you want to point out?
You mentioned getting 2 feet in the paint. What sort of challenge do Melbourne present with Ariel and then Luke, obviously, you know very well, and even Rob Lowe, I thought his minutes were pretty strong tonight. What is the challenge of trying to, because it seems like they've got a lot of trust in those rim protectors?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to have an awareness there. But as Ben showed, you know, Ben's not the biggest guy out there. He attacked the paint in patches and finished and did really well there and created opportunities for his own and for others. So I think regardless of having a shot blocker, if you can get downhill and get 2 to the ball, then you should be able to create an advantage. And we weren't able to capitalize on that consistently.
Just Mitch, he's played 28 minutes, but obviously missed some time in the preseason. Where is he at? Obviously, he's so important.
Yeah, I think you know, today was that was his first good hit out probably for a long time. So I think he's going to get better every day.
Ben, what was it like to get a start tonight and have a chance to show out a bit more of what you can do? Is that part of the reason you came here to Phoenix, to sort of move up the rotation a bit?
No, not necessarily. I think it's just basketball end of the day. For me, start or come off the bench, play the same way. Just trying to bring energy for this team and this group. And whatever happens, playing-wise, happens. So tonight was a good one for me personally, but there's a lot of things I can still add to this group.
A bunch of your mates were in the stands cheering for you too. Could you hear them at the back there?
Yeah, it's my family. My family here. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mike, Max Becker here. You mentioned your offensive mojo, so what do you need to do, or are there any changes you need to make to find that offensive mojo again?
Yeah, well, I think having our whole group will help that. The more you have the group around you all the time, I think the more comfortable guys are. But I think it's keeping the same mindset of attacking, which I think the guys did. And then the tough thing is when they do play good defense, being able to kick that thing out and re-attack. And I didn't think we had that kind of next step in our offense. It kind of got terminal after our initial hit. So we need to get better at that, and we'll watch a little bit of that tomorrow as a group.
Ben, pleasing performance, I guess, for yourself personally. What part of your game have you been most focused on coming in this season?
I think just trying to give this team like catch and shoot look, shoot the ball, become a shooter for this group. That's been the main thing, but I think when I'm at the point trying to get other guys involved, especially our wings, trying to get them looks. But other than that, again, just trying to bring energy and kind of be an emotional leader for this group.
Mike, Matt Kenyon, he missed, hardly played, hardly done anything in training. What did you make of his first hit out tonight?
Yeah, I thought Kenny was great. His energy, he's fast, he's strong, plays real physical. It was I was really stoked to see him out there tonight. It's funny having a moment like that with Craig Moeller after his first time we played Melbourne, hadn't played in a year and a half, and then Kenny was out, missed all of preseason. To see him play tonight was just a really great milestone for him. We're going to have that milestone with other guys pretty soon too, which too many milestones like that, but it's great to see guys come in and play with great energy like Matt did.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.